Hi everyone, I'm Matt Crevin and welcome to Voice of the Box. You know, fans of pro sports certainly know how to tune in their favorite team. They know the strategies that are going to bring their team success. But do they know about all the jobs that are behind the scenes that create the pageantry that is the NFL? Well, today I had the opportunity with a certain gentleman that has a lot to do with how this game is played. You have to play it with a ball. Jim Walsh, head ball man, as we call it. Not a ball boy, but a ball man. Coming up next on Voice of the Box. Good morning and welcome to Voice of the Box. This morning I've got the unique privilege of talking with Jim Walsh, and I don't want to get into a little more detail about his role because I want him to do that, but I think football is a pretty straightforward game, but you need a certain something to play the game. Jim, what's your role here?
Well, it's played with a football, and I've been the head ball boy for the last 33 years with the 49ers, and it's like being 16 years old, for 3 hours after, every Sunday afternoon. So it's kind of fun, and we're a very basic but critical part of the management of the game.
I'd say the game around you has changed probably a little bit in bits and pieces. The ball has always been the same. Is there anything unique that happens pregame with the ball? Let's say baseball, they're rubbed with Mississippi mud. How many balls are used? And give me a little bit of background on that.
Each team provides 12, and they're prepared by each team, but the officials check for air pressure to make sure that there's no shenanigans with the balls. But each team provides 12. They're marked specifically 49ers, or in this case today it'll be the Falcons, and we split them so that they're equally distributed on both sides of the field, so that as the officials want a ball, if it's an Atlanta ball, we'll be able to provide it. If it's on the other side, if it's the 49er one, we can provide it. So
interesting. And now obviously there's all sorts of different things on your game day that can change. I imagine if the weather won, but we won't go there since today's not a rainy day.
Right.
Tell me a little bit about your game day in terms of what time you get to the stadium and then how you coordinate with the officials.
Okay, the league requires that we be here 2 hours before kickoff to check in with the officials, and then the side judge and back judge come out and they meet with us, and then if the visiting team is providing their own two ball boys, they just go through, hey, here's, look for us. We're the officials. Here, stay outside of the 10-yard line because we don't want, traffic in case the team's going in. And basically mechanics for who's going to primarily give me the official to receive a ball coming in from the sidelines. They don't want to look stupid. Don't throw it until they give them the hand sign so that, the league doesn't want balls bouncing around. It looks bad. And Absolutely. So they want us. It's just really to make sure that, hey, who am I working with, and so that they know who to look to, and so the game is smooth and the game flows properly.
Two quick questions. Number one is, how did you get this start? 33 years. This is an amazingly unique role here.
I grew up in San Francisco, and my former high school coach, a guy named Gil Haskell, his most recent job was offensive coordinator for Mike Holmgren up in Seattle. But He got hired in the mid-'70s at USC under John Robinson as an assistant coach. I was teaching at the time in the city, and he asked me if I wanted to take it over and bring 3 high school kids with me at the time, which I did for the next 2 seasons. I left teaching. It kind of evolved into me bringing some buddies, and then 33 years later, it's now a 6-man crew. So it's just, like I said, it's about being 16 years old for 3.5 hours every Sunday afternoon. You bet.
Now, 33 years, you've obviously seen some pretty magical moments just in the NFL history. Happen to be right here with this franchise. I'm assuming you're a fan, but how do you got to remain, have some neutrality on game day? Give me a top 2 highlights in your career so far.
Certainly the catch, Dwight Clark, and everything building up to that. But I think the rivalry with Dallas, and then all those games with the New York Giants, particularly those Monday night slugfests that they had here. We won most of them, but so I would say between the catch and then those matches with those great Dallas teams and the great Giants teams, Phil Simms, all those guys, Mark Bavaro. I mean, just here, there's some wicked, violent games kind of stuff that's probably more than anything else sticks out.
Yeah. Well, before we go, I think we have to pay homage to our special photographer there, our cameraman that we just got today. I just literally bumped into him, a guy that used to play in this stadium but in a different sport. You want to say anything to Mr. JT Snow here?
Yeah, JT, first of all, thank you for providing your valuable time, and then I got a couple of questions after for the nuances of hitting kind of stuff, but I appreciate your helping out.
Jim Walsh, head ball boy, Candlestick Park, thanks very much for taking the time right here on Voice of the Box.